Online business coaching scams. Are you able to spot the most common but not always so obvious red flags that a lot of these platforms are using to slowly empty your bank account? Let's take a look at the most common online business coaching scams and schemes out there so you can absolutely avoid them. Let's check it out. Quick reminder to check out the links in the video description below, including the training I owe all my success to. Create your free starter account and get me as your support coach. What's up everyone? Eric from workfromyourlaptop.com here. Have you fallen victim to an online business coaching scam? Or maybe you're doing your due diligence for an online business coaching platform, or maybe it's an affiliate marketing training platform. Something you've seen on social media where maybe something in your gut is telling you, man, there's something kind of, I don't know, this ad seemed real over the top, this guru promising all these things, saying everything's done for you, and something is telling you that you need to research this more. Well, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to cover the list of the most common red flags that are prevalent in so many of these online business coaching platforms. All these red flags, that way you can be aware of them. And then I'm going to show you a handful of these platforms that I've reviewed. And now with these new eyes, you're going to be able to spot those red flags right away. That way, the next time you're doing research on another platform, you'll say, wait a minute, I know how this is working. This looks familiar to me. That way you can find an affiliate marketing training platform that actually is dedicated to you learning and not one that is dedicated to slowly emptying your bank account, right? Let's jump to this list of the top most common and not so obvious red flags that are prevalent in a lot of online business coaching platforms and affiliate marketing training courses that you need to be aware of. Number one, high ticket, way overvalued price point. There's way too many, and it's so bizarre to me that even the price points, these high ticket price points, they will list a platform and it'll be listed at, say, $9.97. I don't know why they like to end in sevens. Somebody's done some marketing, says that that's good. It'll be $997, and then in this box it'll list all the things you're getting with these ridiculous arbitrary price points for all these to make it seem like that $9.97 is actually low. Number two, done for you systems. Anything that says it's a done for you system, run. If you see that, run, or at least understand right out the gate, we know better, right? No business is done for you. No business can you sit back and do 10% of the work while the system does 90% of the work. We all know it takes a lot of consistent work to make any business successful, right? Done for you is one of the most common. People use it as this, hey, let me get more people. They're going to want this system. If you're aware of it, that done for you claim is an immediate red flag. You should be very heightened to, okay, what is this trying? This is trying to take my money. Number three, kind of goes along with the done for you. Unrealistic promises of revenue. Anytime you see a done for you system, think about what that's telling you. It's saying you're going to be able, with little effort, little training, be able to earn consistent revenue through this system. That's an unrealistic promise of revenue. Or sometimes you see where it says, I was able to use this system to make $60,000 in 7 days. You're going to have this set up in 30 minutes. It's ridiculous, right? Listen to your gut when you're seeing these. Like, as I'm telling you these one by one, you're saying, man, I would never fall for that. I'm going to show you how in these platforms that I've reviewed, they're so prevalent. And somehow when you're on that landing page or when you're listening to that webinar, you somehow talk yourself out of what you know is better, right? Do not fall for those unrealistic promises of revenue. Number four, major guru cliches. The guru-led training platforms, whether it's an affiliate marketing training platform or an online business coaching platform, that are led by these gurus that hit all the cliches, you know, the fast cars, they're walking you through their mansion, they have bikini-clad women. I'm not even kidding about that. There's one in the webinar, he comes down in a helicopter. I'll show you an example of this. He comes down in a helicopter, he's passing by all these girls in bikinis. There's a pile of cash on the table he doesn't even make reference to. When you see these cliches that are so over the top, understand that that's a red flag. They're trying to get your attention away from the actual product. If you have to be that flashy and over the top, there's a reason for it, right? Number five, a coaching call after a webinar. Now you might think to yourself, okay, that's not such a big deal, a simple live coaching call. This is not a coaching call. You should hear this as a pressured sales call. These people are trained, and especially the psychology of people when they're in a pressure sales situation. There's something about us that we don't want to keep saying no. So during these coaching calls, they're really saying, how bad do you want this? You need to spend, X amount of dollars. They'll start off with like a high ticket. You need to spend $5,000. Oh, you can't? Well, how about spending $500 and you at least get this and this? They're trying to get you to spend that money. It's a pressured sales call. Please be aware, anytime you have a coaching call, if you just fully understand, they can't make me do anything. You understand that, then go ahead and take that coaching call knowing that you have the power to say either no or just hang up. But they are resilient. They will not only hit you with calls, they're going to hit you with texts, they're going to hit you with emails, all aimed at getting you to make a purchase that you didn't want to make. Next on the list, the low buy-in followed by massive upsell. Anytime you see this incredible platform, you're going to get all these things. Thousands of dollars here, thousands of dollars there. And all you got to do is pay, $99. Or all you got to do, sometimes you can pay $10. You're going to get this. Understand that most of the time, if you can stop right there and only buy that, whatever they give you for that buy-in, you're usually ahead. It's usually some training or an explanation. Maybe it's a whole PDF with explanation of what the business is. It gives you just enough to entice you. And the next module is expensive. And then the module that you'll need after that is even more expensive. The module you need after that, that upsell ladder, do not get lost in it. Before you know it, you're like, dude, I got in on something that I spent $100, ends up costing me $10,000 to complete. You do not want that, because you get so far into it, you end up just hating yourself for having fallen for it. You leave, your money is out, and then you don't even complain or tell anybody because you're afraid they're going to call you. Oh my God, how did you not see that coming? It's that upsell ladder you need to be aware of. Convoluted compensation plan. You see this a lot with network marketing. And I'm not saying that network marketing is by any means a scam, but in my opinion, when you have a convoluted compensation plan that you see a lot of times with network marketing, where it's like this bonus here and this trigger there, and if you do this and this and this, you're going to get this bonus. So many of those are never triggered. It's not straightforward for a reason. And because of that, a lot of times these businesses just aren't sustainable. You may be able to make some quick money in the short term, but in the long term, the reason these are so convoluted, it's just like when you're in Vegas, the reason certain things seem like, oh, that's an easy bet, but those are the loser bets where they see you coming. And when they do that, you're going to be out in the long run. So the convoluted compensation plans, that's a big one. Money back guarantees. When you see a money back guarantee, usually that's okay, man, this is good for me, right? This is a safety net. But when you have a money back guarantee on an extremely high ticket item, or you have unrealistic promises of revenue that are supposedly backed by a money back guarantee, you have to read the fine print. Now, if they say, hey, you can get this full money back guarantee and you've read the fine print and it makes sense to you, great, that is a safety net. But sometimes the money back guarantee, you have to pull the trigger on that so early in the training that most of the time, by the time you say, okay, I'm going to take advantage of that money back guarantee, and they say, it's too late. You needed to do that within the first 2 weeks. That's not enough time for a long-term business to see if it's working or not. And they know that. By the time you realize it, they've got you. Let's start with a review I did for Digital Freelancer by Keala Kanae. You may have seen this on your Instagram, social media, and I have a video here that I'll link to that you can take a look at your leisure if you want to see, because in this I actually show you the actual ads themselves. Right here for this, I'm going through workfromyourlaptop.com, the full article. I'll link to it in the video description below. First and foremost, Digital Freelancer by Keala Kanae. He hits on a lot of the guru cliches. At the beginning in his ads, he's actually, and I have a picture of it here, he's actually at an ATM saying, hey, check this out. Let me show you this my account here. And he's showing you how big and fat his savings account is. As he's walking, he actually goes and very subtly gets into like this incredible Ferrari. over the top, guru-led, flashy, hitting all the cliches. Remember, red flag. Now, here's another one. In the ads, as you're going through, I think this was via Instagram. Look at what he's promising. Finally, folks can launch an online business and generate potential customers in just 48 hours without having any products, any experience, any tech skills. Telling you these are unrealistic promises of revenue, saying that you're going to generate customers with no experience, no products, no skills in 2 days. You have to be aware of this. Very subtle sometimes, but that's what this is doing. Again, as we go further, here's a little bit more obvious ones. Done for you. You see how these red flags start to really become visible when you're aware of them? Done for you products, done for you ads, basically telling you, done for you sales funnels that, hey, all you got to do is set it and forget it. You need no skills. It goes right hand in hand with these unrealistic promises of revenue, making you feel like, oh, I can just buy this and sit back. I don't need any experience. No business is successful with no experience. Be aware of that. Check out these digital freelancer complaints. This came up to me from someone after they saw the video review. This falls under the massive upsells, low buy-in with massive upsells. He said, yeah, I spent $100 just to fill a personal questionnaire. Then I got a call where they explained nothing how the business worked and tried to sell me an almost $10,000 course. They were hooking me up with a loan service place. I just stopped responding to their texts and calls. Ridiculous. Again, see, this person, they bought in thinking, hey man, I'm just spending $100. All this stuff is done for me. There's always a catch there. They were actually trying to set him up with a loan service so he could end up purchasing a $10,000 module to finish the training. Unfortunately, with Keala Kanae, this is his pattern. This is for a digital freelancer. Let me take you to one that I did a review on, another one of his called Fullstaq Marketer. Fullstaq Marketer. Again, spot these very, sometimes not so obvious, but now that we're aware of them and we know what to look for. With Fullstaq Marketer by Keala Kanae, he makes a promise. And again, this is another video that you can take a full look at to see if, without me pointing these out, maybe you can say, you know what, now I can spot these on my own. Right out the gate, he makes a very bold statement that you will earn $15,000 in your first 90 days with the program. Now think about that. If you see that, you're thinking, that's a very bold statement. He must have some way of backing that up. There must be like a money back guarantee, some kind of safety net. Unfortunately, as he's followed with his patterns, with the extremely high ticket training modules, each one more and more expensive. Look at these high ticket numbers, $997 for just an aspect of this training. Another module coming soon. All these that are listed with look at this, Fullstaq Elite, $6,000. All these things, remember, he's like, you're gonna make $15,000 in 90 days, so this is okay. As you dig further, remember we talked about that red flag of the money back guarantee? In this particular one, the money back guarantee doesn't give you enough time. Only 14 to 30 days to cash in on the money back guarantee. So the guarantee of $15,000 in 90 days, once that 90 days has come and gone, you're way too late to cash in on the money back guarantee. Unfortunately, with Keala Kanae and his platforms, he has a big habit and pattern of doing this. Now you're seeing these red flags come to the surface now that you're aware of them. Let's take a look at another one, Blake Nubar. He's another online guru with his training platforms, very popular. Let's take a look at his social media lead machine review I did. Is Blake Nubar's, again, red flag, done for you system? Is it legit? Anytime you see done for you, that should be another red flag. Again, you can take a look at the full video to see if you can spot these on your own. He has initially a very low buy-in, costs $7 for an 84-page PDF. And again, remember, like we said, if you are able to stop right there, you can get a decent bang for your buck, right? Only $7, you get an 84-page PDF. However, that is all marketing. The entire purpose of this is to get you on the massive upsell coming around the corner. As we take a look further, here we go on the steps to make his platform work. Number 3, get unlimited leads and sales on autopilot. That's a red flag. It's unrealistic promises of revenue, saying it's like a done for you system. You can set it and forget it. Sometimes a little bit more subtle, right? But you have to be aware of this as we move on. Here we go. Unrealistic promises of revenue. How would you like me to give you the exact system I personally used to journey over 25,000 in the first 9 days and have it running in the next 90 minutes? Think about what this is saying. And you know what? The more you're seeing these, you're probably saying, dude, this is looking exactly like that one platform that I was looking at earlier in social media. They all fall under the same kind of pattern. Literally telling you that you could potentially make 25 grand in just over a week with a full business that you're going to have up and running in an hour and a half. Come on. Major red flags to be aware of, right? Let's go check out John Crestani. He is another big time guru that he runs Super Affiliate System. And when you see this one kind of takes the cake. We'll end the video with this one. What is Super Affiliate System? And of course, I have the full video you can take a look at on your. In fact, this one is an interesting one. Definitely take a look at it because the webinar, I actually show you part of the webinar. The webinar alone is worth the price of admission. And this one, he's telling you all about these paid ad system, and he says kind of like a done for you system. Let me show you right here. This is a little screenshot from the webinar. There's a pile of money stacked on the table that he never even makes reference to. He's just sitting down casually showing you this system with piles of money, so over the top. In fact, on this one, it's a fake live webinar. That's another kind of cliche that you should be aware of. Fake live webinar where it's not really live, and you know this right away because when you go into the webinar, he's coming in on a helicopter. You got multiple camera angles like you're watching an action movie. He drops down in the middle of nowhere. All these people are rushing to him, putting mics on him. He's like, okay, is the webinar ready? Can they hear me? So obvious, so over the top. He passes by all these girls in bikinis. Hey, John. Oh, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Just get ready to start this, live webinar. It's ridiculous. He has, the pile of cash. It makes no sense when it's over the top like that. These are major red flags. Here is that. You see this a lot when we talk about very high ticket with way too much value, overvalued system. You can see here just one easy payment of $1,000. That's very high ticket. But look, the marketing is trying to get you to feel like, oh, maybe it's worth it. You see here, one-on-one call with John Crestani worth $5,000. Says who? Right? Who says that it's $5,000? None of this is sold on its own, by the way. Case studies worth $747. Arbitrary amounts. Just look at this. Worth $2,000. Worth $700. Worth $2,000. All to make this price point of $997 look like a good value, right? A lot of times you'll see this too. This isn't always a red flag, but you see an arbitrary little countdown timer. You can stay there for 2 hours, refresh, and it doesn't really ever end. It can roll all the way down and it starts right back up again. That's not necessarily a red flag. That's usually just a marketing thing to get you to have some feeling of urgency. But again, going way over the top. Here you can see right here, regular price / not $5,000, $997. It doesn't make any sense. These are just arbitrary numbers, right? The more and more you start seeing and reading some of their complaints, then those red flags really start coming up to the surface. I don't want to go through all these, but here he says, I joined up to John Crestani's course and managed to get 50% back from my course fees, which were about $1,000. You buy in thinking, oh, I'm getting such value. And then even when you get some money back, you're almost happy to get money back, but still they got you for $500. Now you can see that these are the obvious red flags that come up. The more and more, hopefully, the more and more you're able to see in the future, different platforms that you're maybe looking to find training that's a good fit for you. When you see these sometimes not so obvious red flags, hopefully now your ears are perked up, your eyes can see them now. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. My name is Eric. I'll see you next time.